Well, hi, all my friends. It's Friday, it's the 21st, and we are in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 37, which I'll get to in just a second. Um, let's see, so what is going on in the news here? Okay, so yeah, Sean Spicer has left as the speaker, for the White House, and I mean not speaker, but as the representative for Trump, and yeah, I guess Scaramucci, is that how you say his name? Is going to be the communications head for the White House, and I guess Sarah Huckabee is going to be the speaker, um, uh, replacing Sean. She's done a great job. I think she's just been, just no nonsense, and she just says it like it is, and gets on, gets off. And not that I have any idea what, the job entails, but, it seems like she's doing a good job, and no complaints. And so he's saying also, Scaramucci is also talking about the fact that he and Reince Priebus are good friends. They've been good friends for 6 years. They've been like brothers, but sometimes they butt heads. And that's normal with brothers, but that they do love each other. So they're on the same team. Anyway, so that's it for the news. And let's see what else is going on. I've been reading Swedenborg still. I'm still in Heaven and Hell. I can only take snippets of it personally because it's very deep, for me anyway. And as much as I want to read, keep reading, it's not like a novel. So it's very profound and deep, and it helps me with my spiritual walk, with understanding the Bible more. And so I'm still doing that, and I just find it very fascinating. I think that you will too, my Christian friends out there that want to understand more, that we are actually spirits having a physical, natural body experience. And I don't know that if we were actually, if we were spirits before and we said, yes, Lord, I want to come down here, I want to have a natural experience. I don't know if that actually happened. I know the Lord knew us before we were born. He made us, and so I'm not quite sure how that whole thing works, but we'll find out soon enough. I do know that from Emmanuel Swedenborg's experience, that he he had this 26-year experience of being able to see the spiritual world. We being in our natural body, we can't see the spiritual world. We are influenced by thoughts and that kind of thing, but we can't actually see it unless the Lord allows that gift for us to see them, and spirits and angels and so forth. So he was able to see it and report on it, and he wrote journals and journals and journals and journals. I mean, tons and tons of stuff, and some in Latin and so forth. And so it's kind of hard to read some of his things. And so anyway, that's what I'm doing, and I find it very fascinating. I think that you will too. You can get free PDF off of the YouTube channel Off the Left Eye. If you look at some of the videos and you click downward, you can find that they have different books, Secrets of Heaven, Heaven and Hell, Divine this and that, a bunch of books, and you select, and then there's free PDF, and you can look at it, or you can order the book, or have it in hand. I don't always have the budget for that kind of thing, so for those, I call them luxuries. So I read free, so I'm thankful for their nonprofit organization for doing that for us. That's so valuable. One of the things I found interesting that I would share with you is that when certain things are mentioned in the Bible, like hell, fire, and brimstone, Babylon, even though they are actual places, and so literally we're thinking literally, but there's more to it than that, that it actually means a hellish, power, that it's a hellish state. Yeah, and so that's certain things, like the hand of the Lord came down. Well, it was his power. It's not like a literal hand and arm that came down. You know what I'm saying? So things that are talked about in the Bible are not literally things that are happening. And you may think that like you're reading a novel or whatever, but you're not. Okay? And you have to remember these are books, codices, that were some written years and years and years and years apart. And, they took all these books, and some of the Bibles have 74 books, and some of them have 66, and some have the apocryphal, and some do not, and so forth. It's not a linear thing that this happened and that happened and that happened as you read through the Bible, like I've been doing. As you can see, we're jumping around here, because Jeremiah is talking about things that will happen in the future, but we've already read about King David. Okay, so it's not like a linear thing that's going on here. If you've taken notice. So when Emmanuel explains that there's 3 levels of heaven, there's also 3 levels of hell, that the people in heaven are actually spirits that were people, human people, that are there now, and they're in heaven, and those humans, spirits, can become angels as well. Yeah. So, they're given white linen robes. They were giving high intelligence and wisdom to understand what is good and what our true nature is, or what our true spirits are. Is there any self-love in us? And so forth. And it's really deep. And then also, like, there's 3 levels of hell as well. In heaven, the ones who are in the very center are the very, very, very good. And same thing with the ones in the center of hell are the very worst and evil and unspeakable, unimaginable things happen. Okay? So, so that's all I want to say about it, because I want to get going with this reading. Okay, so chapter 37, please do pray. And when you do pray, remember to invite the Lord in to you. Don't start yourself. Invite the Lord in and wait and be worshipful and think of heavenly things, and then allow the Lord to be there to help you to worship, because then if it's coming from you, it's again self-love, it's of you, it doesn't make any effect in heaven whatsoever, and you're not even listened to. Okay, so wait, be patient, and wait for the Lord to come to you, and then proceed with your worship. All right? Okay. Leave me a comment if you don't understand what I'm saying. All right. So King Zedekiah, the son of Josiah, reigned instead of Coniah, the son of Jehoiakim, and Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, made king in the land of Judah. But neither he nor his servants nor the people of the land did hearken unto the words of the Lord, which he spoke by the prophet Jeremiah. And Zedekiah the king sent Jehoiakim the son of Shelemiah and Zephaniah the son of Manasseh, the priest, to the prophet Jeremiah, saying, Pray now unto the Lord our God for us. Now Jeremiah came in and went among the people, they had not put him in prison. So, they weren't offended of what he was saying yet. Then Pharaoh's army had come forth out of Egypt, and when the Chaldeans that besieged Jerusalem heard tidings of them, they departed from Jerusalem. Then came the word of the Lord unto the prophet Jeremiah, saying, Thus saith the Lord, the God of Israel, Thus shall ye say to the king of Judah, that sent you unto me to inquire of me, Behold, Pharaoh's army, which is come forth to help you, shall return to Egypt unto their own land. Now the Chaldeans shall come again and fight against the city, and take it and burn it with fire. So when they say that, it's not necessarily an actual burning. It's like the fire very well can be, it'll just be full of evil, okay? Anyway, all right, I'll go on. Thus saith the Lord, deceive not yourself, saying that the Chaldeans shall surely depart from us, for they shall not depart. For though ye had smitten the whole army of the Chaldeans that fight against you, and there remained but wounded men among them, yet shall they rise up every man in his tent and burn the city with fire. Then it came to pass that when the army of the Chaldeans were broken up from Jerusalem for fear of the Pharaoh's army, then Jeremiah went forth out of Jerusalem to go into the land of Benjamin, to separate himself hence in the midst of the people. And when he was in the gate of Benjamin, a captain of the ward was there, whose name was Arijah, the son of Shelemiah, the son of Hananiah. And he took Jeremiah the prophet, saying, Thus, thou fallest away to the Chaldeans. So, he's falsely accusing him, saying that you're working for them, right? And then said Jeremiah, It is false. I fall not away to the Chaldeans. But he hearkened not to him. So Arijah took Jeremiah and brought him to the princesses. Wherefore the princesses were wroth with Jeremiah, and smote him, and put him in prison in the house of Jonathan the scribe, and they had made that the prison. When Jeremiah was entered into the dungeon and into the cabins, and Jeremiah had remained there many days, then Zedekiah the king sent and took him out. And the king asked him secretly in his house, and said, Is there any word from the Lord? And Jeremiah said, There is, for he said, Thou shalt be delivered into the hand of the king of Babylon. Moreover, Jeremiah said unto the king Zedekiah, What have I offended against thee, or against thy servants, or against these people, that you have put me in prison? Where are now your prophets, which prophesied unto you, saying, The king of Babylon shall not come against you, nor against the land? Therefore hear now, I pray thee, O my lord the king, let my supplication, I pray thee, be accepted before thee, that thou cause me not to return to the house of Jonathan the scribe, lest I die there. Then Zedekiah the king commanded that they should commit Jeremiah to the court of the prison, that they should give him daily a piece of bread out of the baker's street, until all the bread in the city were spent, and thus Jeremiah remained in the court of the prison. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to start with another video and just keep reading. Okay? All right. Yeah. Okay, that's all I can think. Scaramucci said that Sean did a very good job. I don't know if that helps you guys or not, but anyway, I just thought I'd throw that in there. Okay. Give me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Leave me comments. So nice to get to know my subscribers through the comments and everything. So I'm also on Facebook. Let me know that you're my subscriber, who you are, and I'll friend you. What else? I'm on Instagram. I'm not really uploading that much because I don't know what I'm doing. Just to be honest. I don't know if I have time, honestly. This takes a lot of my time. Okay, talk to you later. Bye. Happy Friday.